Hey, I'm Coach Racquel, and this is Ask Coach, where real questions meet real growth. Because you are the expert, and I'm simply here to support you.
Each episode, we unpack life, business, and purpose, one calm, courageous conversation at a time. No hype, no fluff, just clarity, confidence, and a touch of grace. Ask boldly, live calmly, grow freely.
Welcome, hello, and welcome back to Ask Coach. I am Coach Racquel. And just to give you a little of my background, I am an overall success coach, certified career coach, an eCornell and Bank of America Women's Entrepreneur alum, published author. I have published about 9 books so far I've written. And also I'm a creative and communication consultant and also a digital expert and consultant to governments, NGOs, FBOs, and entrepreneurs. I'm a multi-award winning electronic media executive producer and editor, and also an Icon Level Wix partner and an ASMR artist and YouTuber. A mouthful, but I'm sharing that with you so that you can understand that as I answer your questions, I'm speaking from personal experience, and I have a wealth of experience, over 15 years in leadership. So I bring all of that. It doesn't mean that my answers are perfect. I'm just letting you know I have some depth. There's some depth to me. I just want you to know who I am, a little bit about who I am as I answer your questions. All right. So I just want to say again, hello and welcome back to Ask Coach. All right. Like I said, I'm Coach Racquel. This is a space where we slow down, reflect, and choose what actually serves us. All right. Now, today's question, or rather today's topic is curating your media intake and protecting your mental space. And this topic is our topic because it was inspired by today's question. And today's question comes from our Calm Collective community, one of my YouTube subscribers or commenters. I don't know if the person is subscribed, but I know the person left a comment and was one of the viewers of an episode on refresh, relax, renew. And let me see if I know the episode. I think the episode that they replied to was what trauma secrets are hiding in plain sight. Refresh, relax, renew, my podcast. So the person who reached out, and I'm going to be sharing that question with you. Let's share the question so you can see it. Awesome. Right. So, yes. So the person who shared the question, and thank you so much, at Chimamanda Ngozi is that a 002M, right? In the episode, I spoke on the measures I take and on being intentional about curating my media intake. And so this person is asking me the question based on my comments in the episode of the podcast, right? So the question this person asked is, what strategies do you use to stay consistent with this practice? Because I would have expressed that it is my practice. That actually is a very powerful question, and I'm grateful that you asked, right? Now, before I answer, I want to ground us in something important, right? The first thing I like my clients and community members to know and to understand is this: you are the expert. Yes, I say this all the time. You're the expert, and I'm just here to support you. So let me make sure that is on the screen while I'm speaking, because I want you to always remember that you're the expert. I'm simply here to support you. So for me, this approach is simple but intentional. I recognize that the people, right? So I was saying to you that this is it's simple for me because it's my lifestyle. It's not just the media that I vet or I'm intentional about, right? Because people are content. It's just live content. When you're interacting with people, it's live content, right? It's the same thing, right? So I recognize that people, content, and conversations around me are part of my environment. So I set boundaries across the board and accordingly. And I honor them consistently. The media is no exception. I don't participate in online conversations that I wouldn't feel safe engaging in offline. If you're not someone I would be speaking with offline, I'm not going to be engaging with you online, whether in the chat or wherever, right? Unless it's constructive, for example, like this way, where you sending me a question, and then I get to answer it because I am a coach and it's related to my business, right? Right. If a space feels overwhelming, aggressive, or emotionally unsafe in real life, I don't invite it into my mind digitally. Practically, that looks like using tools that protect my peace. I use features like do not recommend channel, right? I also mute something, and I unfollow. Yes, I unsubscribe without guilt because protecting my mental space is not avoidance. Protecting your mental space is not avoidance. It's self-respect. I also intentionally balance screen time with offline nourishment. That includes things like board games, reading. Those are things I like to do. Quiet moments. I like to listen to ASMR, watch ASMR, creative play, rest that isn't productive, just restorative. These practices help me regulate my nervous system and keep me grounded in the present. But the most important strategy I return to daily is this reminder: I always have a choice. I am not obligated to consume everything that's available. And I remind myself of those things. I have a choice. I am not required to stay informed at the cost of my wellness. And I am in control of what I choose to engage in. That mindset, choice over compulsion, is what makes consistency possible. If you're listening and this resonates, here's a gentle reflection for you. What would change if you treated your mind like a secret space, not a public forum? And what would you need to release to protect it? Yeah. Thanks again at Chimamanda Ngozi for such a thoughtful question. If you have a question for a future Ask Coach episode, you can submit it at mycoachministry.com/ask, because you're the expert and I'm simply here to support you. I'm simply here to support you. The thing is, it's very important for you to remember that you are a being with choice. You are a being that is impacted by your choices, and you are a being that must first love self. That's why the good book says, love your neighbor like you love yourself, as you love yourself, not more than you love yourself. Not more than you love yourself. You love your neighbor like you love yourself, right? So you see that do not recommend channel button option, take it. That mute button, use it. That unfollow action, take it. Unsubscribe if you have to. And also, you see, there's some persons that I'll watch their channels. I'll watch select episodes if I find that what they're carrying is interesting, it's positive, it's something that it could be useful for me. I don't necessarily subscribe to them, or I subscribe, but I don't select all notifications, right? And in those cases, I might not watch them for a long time. And then I go back and I scroll through to say, let me see what they have new, because I want to support the person. I like that personality, right? There's some person, for example, I don't know if I should say this, but Tasha K. I really, really like Tasha K. But Tasha K is not someone I can have every day. I can't have her every day, right? So I will not watch her for a while, and then I go back and then I scroll through to see what she spoke about, what did I miss, and then I select, because she also she chops her thing up, right? She cuts it up. So I may not want to watch the full thing, but I'll go and I'll watch the clips that are inspiring to me, because she makes those available. So you have the power to customize and personalize every experience that you have. Exercise your power and capacity to customize your experiences, to personalize your experiences. You're not a robot and you're not on autopilot. So that brings us to the end of the day. And just as a reminder, I just want to say again, thank you again at Chimamanda Ngozi for such a thoughtful question. If any of you have a question that you'd like to ask for future Ask Coach episodes, you can leave it under any one of my podcasts. You'd have to do it on the newer ones, because the older ones will be difficult. I have a lot of videos on my channel, over 500. So it's going to be difficult for me to go back to old videos. But I still go through from time to time. And you know what? You can post on anyone, because I'll get a notification if the question is new. So scrap all I just said. If you have a question, you can go to mycoachministry.com/ask. You can see that on the screen right now. Or you can just simply leave a comment under any one of my videos with the question. Make sure the question is clear, because if I don't see the question mark, if I don't understand it's a question, I might miss it. So make sure you put your question marks and know it's a question, right? And you just leave it there, or submit it via the website, the link that I just shared with you that's on the screen. And I'm here to support you, because you're the expert and I'm here to support you. So until next time, stay calm, stay intentional, and keep choosing yourself. Nobody wants a self-sacrificial person who's empty. People want the overflow. They don't want your spill. So taking care of yourself is actually prioritizing them. It's also a way of expressing love to those people who you want to know you care. You want them to know that you care. So stay calm, stay intentional. Stay calm, stay intentional, and keep choosing yourself first. All right? That has been our episode of Ask Coach for today. I am Coach Racquel. See you soon. Goodbye.
Welcome to mycoachministry.com. We're on a mission to empower 1 million purpose-driven entrepreneurs, turning calling into currency. Through strategic coaching, we guide visionary leaders, brand elevation, and creative empowerment, helping leaders break barriers and own their identity. Build impactful, wealth-generating brands that echo across generations.
Hey, I'm Coach Racquel, and this is Ask Coach, where real questions meet real growth. Because you are the expert, and I'm simply here to support you.
Each episode, we unpack life, business, and purpose. One calm, courageous conversation at a time. No hype, no fluff, just clarity, confidence, and a touch of grace. Ask boldly, live calmly, grow freely.